This is the Jeff Kai's Auto Sports Desk.
Welcome back, welcome in. I'm Zach Grady, and this is the Sports Desk. 3 groups of 3, 3 strokes apart of one another. The 9 golfers, all in striking distance of the top of the leaderboard. Who happens to be going for his 3rd win in a row? It's the final round of the Dix Open Championship Sunday at En-Joie. Mark Hensby here on 16. This for birdie. He'd be the biggest mover of the day. Hensby with a 6 under. He'd finish 13 under. Stephen Ames on 15. This over the water on the approach. He's dancing. Ames minus 12 for the weekend. Ken Duke finishing up on 18. This is a big putt for the Duke. The birdie puts him into the top 3 with a minus 13. Ken Tanagawa playing in the final group. He finished strong. Birdie on 17, and this one here on 18. Just one more roll needed, but he'd finish with the par and 13 under for the tournament. Mike Weir tied for the lead, but the bogey on 13. Weir falling 1 off the pace. 5 circles on his card on Sunday, though, to finish at minus 14. It would be the mayor of Endicott's day. Patrick Harrington entering the final round, tied atop the leaderboard. Flat stick was working for Patty on Sunday. The birdie here on 15 after a ridiculous approach shot, and then the par putt on 18 for the win. Patrick Harrington, 15 under on the day. He's your Dix Open champion for 2024. The Irishman's 3rd straight championship at En-Joie.
This suits my eye. Everything about it. There's a you know, it's 4 par 5s and a drivable par 4, so that kind of plays into my game as well. And yeah, I think the course suits me. You still have to get it done when it's like that, but it definitely suits my eye. It's a course I look forward to playing all the time.
Let's round out the top 10 here with all finishing 11 or better. Hensby, as mentioned, 7 birdies on the day to finish tied for 3rd. Miguel Angel Jimenez birdied 3 of the last 4 holes to move up the board, tied for 6. Bob Estes, Doug Barron, and Robert Carlson tied 4 strokes back to round out your top 10. Binghamton unable to clinch the early pennant in the Eastern League, but the Rumble Ponies look to remain red hot to wrap up the first half. The team, winners of 6 of their last 8 games, and hoping to keep the momentum going as they get into the dog days of summer. Pick it up scoreless in the second. 1 on for Jeremiah Jackson. He's playing pool out there. Jackson calling solids, calling the bank shot into left. Binghamton unable to bring him in, though, in the 3rd. Bottom 3 now. Great snag by J.T. Schwartz. Great effort by Tyler Stewart. Interesting call by the umpire here. Schwartz and Stewart disagree. Schwartz sent to the showers early as he got tossed. Bottom 4, 1 duck on the pond for Akron. Gabriel Rodriguez, they shot all the way to the wall. De Los Santos can't come up with it. Runners come all the way in to score from first. Rubber Ducks go up a run. Last chance now for the Ponies as the heavens have opened up. Alex Ramirez with the grounder to short. Ponies fall in 5 innings, 1-0. And a look at the standings for the first half. Hartford locking up a playoff berth, finishing 2.5 up on both the Ponies and Portland Sea Dogs, making the trip to Marabito starting Tuesday for a 6-game set. Reading back on the board here at the halfway point. They jump over New Hampshire for that 5 spot. Mets trying to inch back to 500. Francisco Lindor and Brandon Nimmo go back-to-back in the 3rd. But the big story in this one, Mets closer Edwin Diaz tossed out of the game in the 9th inning for an illegal substance on his throwing hand. Amazings with the win, though, 5-2. Rubber match. We move on here to... Nope, we go back to the rubber match here between the Yankees and the Braves. First inning, Jared Kalinick. He sends this one, a shot to the short porch. Braves up 1-0. Then in the 5th inning with 2 on, Kalinick again. This one not deep enough to go out, but deep enough to bring in another run. Kalinick 2, Yankees 0. 6th inning, Bombers answer back. Anthony Volpe put some wood on that hanger. That gets to the track. Trent Grisham hits the motor around 3rd. He scores Yanks down 3-1. Bombers go down 1-2-3 in the 9th. Bravos get the game 3 win 3-1 and take the set 2 games 2-1. As well as Championship Sunday, it was also the saline 6 hours of the Glen, with weather being a huge impact on how the race went down this year at Watkins Glen International. The rain held off for the first 4 hours of the race, but around 3 o'clock, the storm clouds took over. They'd continue to race in the rain, but about 3:45, the red flag finally flown due to a heavy rain and with about an hour and a half left in the race. Racing red flag for about an hour to the conditions. Due to the conditions, the Porsche Penske Motorsport team, though, including Dame Cameron, took the overall win and the GTP class, their second win at the Glen. The pair speaking about battling the conditions to get the W.
Super, super tough. You kind of can get everything here, and we had it today. But yeah, really great team effort. Felipe was excellent at the end. We made great calls at the beginning or through the middle to survive kind of the in-between periods, which are kind of the worst when it's not wet or dry. But we had an absolute, rocket ship from Porsche Penske Motorsports. So yeah, thrilled.
This guy pulled out an amazing stint as well when the track was drying out, and he stayed on the lead on his legs. And great for the championship. And at this stage of the championship, I feel like he puts it in a position that, it's going to be down to the wire still, but I feel like always getting a win at this period of the year, it's always helpful.
They say sports slows down in the summer, but it was a jammed-packed Sunday. And we didn't get to Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. We didn't get to Copa, U.S. soccer playing as well. There is so much. So check out the 12 Sports webpage as well.
And the next game for Yankees and Mets versus each other on Tuesday. Subway Series kicking off this week. That'll be a good one. But don't go anywhere. We have one final story after the break.